welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I will not be putting any trains around the track. What I will be doing is I will be taking apart my train table because as some of you know, my train table is at my grandma's house and we're going to be moving it to my house. So I'm just going to do a big time lapse of me taking apart this train table. But first, this is a really big train table and I feel like it's going to take a very long time to take apart. So that's exactly why I'm going to be doing a time lapse and not a video, because then the video would be, I'd say, a good an hour and a half long. So I'm going to do a time lapse and yeah, so I hope you enjoy the video. I have now mostly cleaned up this whole side of the table. I started recording, but then I realized I wasn't time lapsing. So all the Thomas and Friends plastic stuff has already been put aside for now. So now we will be cleaning up this side of the table. We're going to move some of the big objects and some small objects. There we go. Over to this side, and then we'll start doing the trains. Now I have moved all the buildings, all the extra track, most of the stuff from this whole train table. Most of the stuff left now is just the trains. I did a time lapse and the time lapse makes everything go faster. I thought this was going to take a long time, but it really hasn't taken that long. It's only been 20 minutes so far. So yeah, I've moved all the little buildings and the water tower and the little toy train, all the houses, the Kentucky Fried Chicken, all the cars, the signs, big black train, and of course the fun fact book. So now what we are going to do is we are going to take the LED lights out of the tunnel, because the LED lights, how do I say this? The LED lights were very long. This was the shortest size I could order. The shortest size I ever found was 16 and a half feet. So I had to order the 16 and a half feet. So since I ordered the 16 and a half feet, I have to take the LED lights out of the tunnel because they go down a lot. So I don't want to possibly risk breaking the LED lights by accidentally ripping them, or maybe even like pulling them off, or maybe even them getting scratched up against the tunnel and then them breaking. So I don't want to risk that. We're going to turn them on one last time before we say goodbye. Going to turn it on one last time. All of these are really cool. That's what the inside looks like. If you haven't seen my last video, I have my mini camera going through the tunnel. Go check out that video. So yeah, we're gonna take these LED lights out of the tunnel. I have finally wrapped up the LED lights and they are now in the bag. It was very hard to ravel them up because they came with a little plastic thingy that helped them ravel them up, but I ended up throwing that out, I think, because I couldn't find it. So it was really hard to roll up. The first time I was so close, and then it just all unraveled. But then I was able to get it, so now it's in this bag. Got the LED light control remote, and the train table is looking kind of empty except for the middle, but on the sides it's really empty. Used to be houses and trees and the tunnel and lots of things here. So I am just going to off camera grab actually no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one more time lapse, and I'm going to get some of the trains in order, and then we'll go from there. Now that I have finished wrapping up all my trains, except for one, I left Percy out for a reason, because Percy was one of my first trains that I ever got. If you watch my first video, he is the first train I've ever gotten, and I didn't have very many things on my train set then. So I still have lots of things on my train table, but they're not really organized. So I'm going to let Percy go around the track once or twice, because he was the first train I ever got. This will be the last. This will be the old train. Percy is the last train to go around the track before it gets taken apart. Oh no. Tissue paper alert. Percy has went around the track. We are now going to wrap him up. I'm gonna wrap up the rest of the stuff and put everything else away off camera. But first, we gotta do the fun fact of the day. Now we are going to be reading the fun fact for Gordon, James, and Percy today. So Gordon, his fun fact is Gordon rescued Thomas when he fell into an old mine. Gordon's brother is the Flying Scotsman. It is a famous fast train. And Gordon's fact file is Roll pulling the express coaches on the main line, Home Tidmouth sheds, and Likes helping others. Next, we have James. James' fun fact is when Gordon is away, James is allowed to pull the express. James is based on an engine from the UK's Lancashire. I don't think I'm saying that right. Probably not. That's hard to pronounce. And Yorkshire Railway. And James's fact file is Roll pulling all types of coaches, Home Tidmouth sheds, and Likes getting a fresh coat of paint. Finally, we have Percy. His fun fact is, I'm trying to move the book down a bit. There we go. His fun fact is Percy learned how to be brave from his Colombian friend Gator. His fact file is Roll delivering mail and working in mines and quarries, Home Tidmouth sheds, and Likes being clean. Thank you everyone so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.